Hey everybody, this is Charles Smiskey with Seven Summits Body, and today I did an experiment with the Stryd Footpod, running with power. I had asked them, and I think I've mentioned this in a couple of videos and in a couple of articles, but before I got it, I wanted to make sure that it was possible to do what I need to do, which is set the treadmill to 22% and walk on it at about 3-ish miles an hour and have it record everything. It's been kind of wonky getting that done with Zwift, and so I've kind of stopped running in Zwift right now for the moment because it's really difficult to transfer training programs back and forth, and once you're in the Zwift training programs, it's kind of wonky because they pause themselves and they don't let you really lead a life. If you need to not run that morning but run in the afternoon, then it postpones you for like 36 hours before the next run, which puts you off your schedule so that you only did 3 runs that week, and then it's like they won't let you do 6 the next week, so it puts everything off, and that's just not going to work. And then you can't get a Training Peaks run to transfer over without completely disconnecting everything, and then when you do it, it doesn't sync back into Training Peaks right. It was just so annoying for what I'm doing right now that I decided to just watch TV while using the iPad with the Stryd app on it, and I just record it that way. And that way I can see the power. It's a fairly big readout, so it's easier to see on the iPad than it was on the phone. So that's what I've been doing. And then I noticed in Strava, when I was doing some declines, I noticed in Strava that it said I was doing like a 50-foot decrease per mile, which is 1%. So I had it set to a decline of 1%, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. So then I set it today to an incline of 21.5% in the app, and then sure enough, it had me at my like 1.57-ish miles, whatever it was. It had me at 1,700 feet of inclination, which is of altitude gain, which is awesome. Elevation gain, sorry. And that was awesome. And I thought, well, this is really going to be just great. Now, my power was fairly high. I was in zones 3 and 4 about evenly in Stryd, and then of course in Training Peaks, which I have set to the 80-20 power band as an experiment, it was had me a lot in zone Y, more than I needed to be, which of course is according to the Matt Fitzgerald and whoever the other guy is like where everyone just kind of like gravitates towards zones X and zones Y, and they feel that getting the best results from being in there. And now I don't know. I have no basis to really decide one way or the other if that's true or not. And it's not like I'm going to go get run on a treadmill with a gas mask and get little biopsies taken of my muscles every 5 minutes to test my muscle lactate, whatever stuff. That's just not going to happen. So I just have to go by feel and recovery and progress. Which, speaking of progress, I've bumped up my cycling FTP by 30 points and my running FTP by 24 points. So making good progress there. Did a really good 10K with 470 feet, whatever, of elevation gain. Did that up in Salt Lake the other day, and that was pretty cool. Now I have to gravitate towards getting some more outside and some more steep on the treadmill here, getting a little bit of Stairmaster while I'm at it, and maybe even some Jacob's Ladder, and that would be appropriate too, because especially and some of those you're going to be on your hands and knees. So the Jacob's Ladder, I totally have to get some of that in. And I'll see if I can record it. I think that would be kind of cool to record some Jacob's Ladder stuff for you. I don't think the Stryd Footpod will work on the Jacob's Ladder very well. It didn't work on the Stairmaster very well. can do it, and maybe I will, just as an experiment, especially now that recording in the iPad, I have the elevation set to where it's doing something that I really like. I think that would be kind of cool. So what the heck, we'll do that. It only goes up to 50%, and of course a Stairmaster is 100%-ish, because I think you're going up 8 inches for every 9 inches of deck. Last time I measured it, I think that's what it is. So that's pretty close to 100%. Well over 90% anyway. But that'd be kind of cool. Check that out. Other news, I registered for the Broken Arrow VK June 21st in Tahoe. I think it's at Squaw Valley. That would be really cool. I've started to actually make my packing list for that one. I need to really be ready. That's in 2 months, almost exactly 2 months from today. That's going to be so cool. I can hardly wait. And then had the pre-run, 10.5 mile pre-run of the 28K for Big Sky. That's coming up in July. I'm actually just doing it to see if I can't do the VK, because it's supposed to have the VK on it as part of the course. And then, of course, the VK in August. And that pretty much wraps up my year, unless I come up with something else crazy to do. I didn't really plan on doing the Broken Arrow one, but it kind of worked out that I could, and my wife suggested that I do it. She's kind of got a lull in her skating training, so it's my turn for a little bit. I don't really have too much exciting to share with you. I will over the next few days, I think, as I get used to doing this every day or so video format. It's really convenient to do it this way out here. And it's quiet, which is nice. Lately, my office has been really noisy because between the kids and the dog and all the stuff going on in the house right now, it's been difficult to get out into my own office to record. So this will be cool, and I'm going to see if I can't set this up so that I can talk to you while I'm actually doing stuff. And I have a better microphone, because I know this sound here is kind of wonky, but with the tablet holder that I'm using, I can't plug this microphone in. It needs to be extended or something, because it's just the plug is too short to go around the frame here of the bracket. So I'll see if I can't figure that out, because I'm sorry about how quiet this is, and that's why I'm trying to stay close here to make it a little bit louder. So I had a good time. I posted my pictures from the Stryd Power Center up to Stryd community on Facebook. See if they approve it, see if anyone's got anything to say. There's a couple of high caliber trainers that hang out there and post comments on stuff, and I value their opinions somewhat, although they differ from mine and each other's a bit. But it's all good, because the more things you can open your mind to and accept, probably the better progress you're going to make. And I'd like to leave that with you, that open your mind, make some progress, reach past your preconceived notions, and I think that the best progress you can possibly make can be yours. All right, talk to you later.